Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise. You want it.
Testing, 1, 2.
Well, you got it.
Tunes Brothers.
In the house.
You ready?
In the house.
This show will begin now.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to Tunes Brothers. We're rolling with the Kiss train here, and we're going to take a little break from it, but not too long. We're going to jab some more bands in. We don't want you guys to get burnt out just on Kiss alone, but we're not going to stray too far. We're going to do an album today, which is Rock and Roll Over. Probably my favorite album for decades and years, and still is, regardless if I like Hotter Than Hell is my favorite now or Dress to Kill. This one right here remains among the top for me. Always has, always will. Call it nostalgia, call it whatever. I think it's an excellent fucking album from front to back. And it's my gateway into this band. An 8-track tape that I wished I still had. But yeah, man, we're going to rank the songs on Rock and Roll Over. Kiss got a little butt hurt with Destroyer because they couldn't understand why they weren't getting the sales and why all the fans wasn't behind them on it, because I guess it was so different from what they were used to putting out. Fans didn't know what the hell was going on, if they were turncoating or what, but they got back in the studio very quick and put out a masterpiece. Now, twice, to me, it's my opinion, twice Kiss has put out masterpieces in a rush. Dress to Kill, I like to, had it finished, and Rock and Roll Over. I mean, we're talking a band pumping out 2 albums a year, for God's sakes. But anyway, I love the album. That's my take on it. It's where it began for me. So, Lois, your turn.
Rob, do those have actual albums in them, or are they just display covers?
Oh, I don't have display covers.
Hey, look at the back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my album in a long time. Can you tell me the track listing on the back? Because I know it's out of order.
It lists it as See You in Your Dreams, Love 'Em and Leave 'Em, Hard Luck Woman, Making Love, Take Me, I Want You, Calling Dr. Love, Baby Driver, Ladies Room, Mr. Speed. So the back does not break it down to sides. It just lists them all.
Yeah, the trouble is with that whole list, it's all wrong. It's like I didn't know the names of the songs when I was putting on. I'm looking at it. It don't sound like they're saying that, like those. That don't sound like those words or that chorus. All right, is it my turn to speak?
You got the floor, brother.
Okay. Going in with this album, I really love it. It was like my second Kiss album that I owned, even though I have heard a few others before that. And I remember I was at this department store called Bradley's. I don't know if you ever had those out there, but they're long gone. And that's with 2 E's and an S at the end. And it was really funny. I forgot the name of the album, but it's a Steve Miller Band album. It's the one he's got the makeup on with the green. It looks like an insect or something. And my dad goes, "Why don't you get this instead?" I go, no, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get the Rock and Roll Over. And I had the lousiest freaking turntable at that time. My previous one was a little bit better. Just like a red turntable with a blue tinted cover. And it was like, it had the most horrible sound. I think it scratched up my records, and finally got a really cool stereo with a BSR turntable, because that was very big at the time. Very well-known, reputable company for turntables. And I miss like when you put a record on and had the stem and the record would drop and the needle would go and that thing was there, and then the needle would lift up at the end and go back and boom, you shut your turntable off, all that cool stuff. But the album itself is terrific. What I'm going to put for number 10, I'm going to call The Sacrificial Lamb, because nothing deserves to be at a number 10, but you got to pick something. They got to go somewhere. And when we get to certain parts, a song or two, I'm going to mention some interpretation I had when I first listened to the album. I was about 15 or 16 when it came out, or at least when I picked it up. I know I got Destroyer when I was 15. I don't remember. It was past my birthday or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say 15. But it's really terrific album. I think it would bet. I mean, you sometimes you just got to do things yourself. Add bass to it with your stereo, and you'll really, really enjoy it even more. So that's all I'm going to say for now. So
That's it.
Oh, what else am I going to say?
Just
What else
checking.
am I going to say? I want to save some stuff for during the songs.
Hey, Rob, is your face filter still on?
Oh, I have a question for Scott.
Yeah.
Do you know why 8-tracks are called 8-tracks?
I really don't.
Okay, this is why
Because they had 8
are-
tracks on them. A normal cassette has a 2-track, and
No, that's
There's
not
8
the reason. 8 is the
8
symbol of
tracks.
8 is the symbol of infinity. So those just keep playing over and over. They just keep starting again. That's why they're called 8-tracks. You put them in, if you don't take them out or stop them, they'll just continue to play the whole album over and over. That's why they're called 8-tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, the number 8 is
Yeah.
the symbol of infinity.
I'm sure
Well,
there's
I
actually
just
8
got
single
smarter.
tracks
Well,
on
thank
each
you.
tape. But
Some could have 10 or 12.
Yeah.
no,
No,
I
it has
mean,
nothing to do with the
actually
amount of
8
tracks.
recording tracks.
This,
Where
this
a
has got
cassette
10
has
tracks
2.
on it, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 8-tracks are called
8
8-track because 8 is infinity.
How you going, Rob?
I'm all right.
Yeah, good. I was
All
watching
right,
a series
Jane.
of Tech Moan for a second. Yeah, this is probably my second favorite makeup album. Behind Preachers. So I don't know what that is.
That looks like Mr. Trump giving the double fingers. You missed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway, Dave.
Yes. So there is nothing I dislike on this album, unlike Rob. So whatever I put number 10 isn't because I don't like it. I do. And this is probably my favorite cover of a Kiss album. The artwork is just, that's what attracted me. When I had Destroyer, we went to the shop, so I saw that cover and I thought, I've got to have me that. So, like I said, it's a great album. Nothing skippable, and probably some of Kiss's best stuff on here. Rob.
All right, Rob.
Did any of you notice that the Toons Brother logo with the bones up in the corner by Dave has the saw blade around it, and wonder why that is?
Now I'm seeing it was kind of small.
Yeah.
What
That's
in honor of
not-
the album, or is that the new
Yeah.
thing you're doing now?
Well, that's been that way for a month now, and I did that because of that rock
I
and roll
just
logo.
know that it's like a purple circle. I didn't see the detail of the blade.
I thought the saw blade so we would cut the shit out.
Okay.
Anyway, Scotty, your take on one of your. Oh, you already gave your take.
Well, I will say this. Just like both of them said, there's nothing on here that I dislike. It's an album that you got to fall somewhere. This is one of those albums for me. So, yeah, I didn't give my take, Rob. It's on you.
Now, what gives you the idea, Dave, that I don't like songs on this album?
Because I know there's one song you always bitch about.
Yeah,
I know it.
that's right.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely one of the best makeup era albums. Not the best, but one of the best being On Dave's Chest. But great, strong songs and some weaker songs, as with most Kiss albums. Minus Creatures of the Night. Lick It Up. And Monster.
And Dynasty.
Just seeing if you're paying attention.
And Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
Dynasty, Unmasked. No, Unmasked got heaps.
What are you talking about?
Always.
Unmasked has Torpedo Girl. That's a masterpiece.
I know.
Now
There's
Yeah.
you
three shit
wake
songs
up.
on it. 3 shit songs on it just to start with.
Now
Yeah,
you freaking wake up.
That's what happens when you give Ace 3 songs. Scotty,
Ah.
get us rolling here.
Yeah. Hey, Lois, you're in the number 1 spot tonight, so you.
So I am the first to go.
Yeah.
And the first song on this, like I said, Something Has to Be a Sacrificial Lamb. And it's not that I hate the song. I always liked it for a long time, but this time around with the cycle of listening and everything else, Calling Dr. Love made my number 10 spot. Well, if I like the other songs better, what am I supposed to do?
All right.
Problem
Dave.
is this could happen every time one of us opens our mouth here, Scott.
Exactly.
Number 10 for me, and I don't know whether this is because I hated Gene Simmons' version on his solo album, but number 10 for me is See You in Your Dreams.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't get a blade. That's good.
Any particular reason, or you just like it? You like it better than Gene's, or you like Gene
I
Simmons?
Definitely like it better than Gene's. Cut it out,
Okay.
Rob. But yeah, it's just, if I have to pick one that goes on
Now
the
you're
bottom,
doing your
unfortunately,
face.
this is the
Cut
one.
that out. You're freaking me out. What is that? That's
Seriously,
terrible.
Didn't you see the monkey he was doing the entire time you were talking?
No, I don't.
There you go.
Okay, I see it now.
I
you're
can't,
doing
I
the
can't
most.
see the damn screen, so y'all, I just have to do the playback. Whenever I watch it, I'll catch a lot of this shit. My number 10, and I think it's been my number 10 for a long time, but it does not mean that I don't like the song. It's Hard Luck Woman. I love, Peter's ballads besides that Psycho Circus piece of shit. But this one here is probably my second favorite Kiss ballad. Yeah. Behind Beth, of course. There's nothing wrong with it, man. I mean, I used to hear it all the time when I was young in the skating ring and the arcades. And I mean, this song here was played a lot on them 45s, jukeboxes. To me, just a weaker track on the album. That's it. Nothing. It's a ballad, but I like ballads. But got nothing really bad to say about it. So it's my number 10.
All right. Number 10 for me is Ladies' Room. Not a terrible song, but not a memorable song. It just kind of, I don't want to say filler because it's better than that, but it's doesn't belong on this album. Maybe that's a better way of saying it.
Really?
Yeah, just a little too tame, and everything else on here is very hard rock, and that one is not. So,
All right. Lois.
Yes, thank you. It's not my song yet. It's further up the list. But I don't see Hard Luck Woman as a ballad because it's too folksy, strummy, and powerful, especially when you crank it. So if you crank that song loud, it's just a very good strumming folk type song. So, and I don't agree with Rob's opinion of the song, but for some reason it just fell at this point because you're gonna have to do some real homework to listen to the studio version, listen to the Alive 2 version, then of course listen to my brilliant reworking of that song. Because that song I fixed up to sound so fucking cool, and it's structured differently than how they actually play it live. That's right. Kiss, Making Love 1977 live. I have that with Flamin' Youth, but it's a terrific version. And only one guy caught it. He says, "How did you do that thing with the edit with that song?" I go, "It was magic and good insight." But number 9, Making Love. Not that I hate it, but I just have a stronger feeling about other songs along the way with this go around. I
Oh,
did what I actually did. I actually listened to the album to get my
okay,
opinions in their position.
okay, Tom. I mean, Lewis.
Yes. Yes.
Damn it. But
To be fair,
anyway,
Scotty, it's been so
uh,
long since he's done it, he can't remember.
damn it. But anyway, I was going to say I do like
I'll be
the
back.
Hard Luck Woman on Double Platinum better. It's one of the songs they kind of reworked and just added a little bit of extra in. I like the way that just a little bit better, just like the strutter on there. But anyway, yes, Dave.
Number 9 for me, once again, a song I like, and a reminder to all trans people. It's called A Ladies' Room. It's for ladies. What are
It's
you
what?
doing, Louis? Ladies' Room.
What
It's
did
for
you?
ladies,
Oh, yes, it is for ladies,
not for people with
Huh.
dicks.
not for trans testicles.
No, it's a nice hairstyle, Louis.
Yeah, I'm trying to
like
be Tom.
I was-
No offense, Tom.
Just kidding.
I think Tom might have boycotted us or something because I haven't seen him in the comments or
Can't hear
anything.
too good with that thing on.
I hope he still is
you're
watching
nasty
it.
to him.
I
Anyway,
was
my
not.
number 9, Ladies' Room. Still like it. Like I said, like everything on this album, so nothing is bad.
All right. Number 9 for me. Now, this album, believe it or not, it changed up a little bit for me this time. I mean, we don't have Darren here to go over our picks last time, but I can pretty much guarantee you mine is different this time. Maybe not up toward the top, but yeah, I listened to it a lot different this time. For some reason, I don't know why. But anyway, Take Me, number 9. And what can you say, dude? It's a great song. I don't give a damn about the cheesy lyrics. None of that shit matters to me. Put your hand in my pocket, grab onto my rocket. I don't care. And to reference Ladies' Room, Dave, I always grew up as a young, getting into the band all the way for years, thinking that's exactly what they meant. I'm like, what the hell are they doing meeting people in the ladies' room? I didn't know it was the quote unquote chicken coop, which they called it, the extra room they used to get for all the groupies to get in after the show. But Take Me, number 9. It's an absolutely fantastic song. Paul sings it to perfection. Good sound. Love it. So not going to be much negative here. All right, Rob.
All right. Well, it's time for the song that could have been Making Love. Making Love. To Louis' point, if you listen to the chorus on a live 2, if they had performed it that way on the studio version, I would love this song because everything else about the song is kick ass until that ridiculous, obnoxious chorus on the studio album.
It's by
That's all I
design.
got. I don't care what the design is. It's
If you're
incorrect.
making love, right?
Do you think that Paul Stanley is in the studio doing that in one take?
I couldn't care less. It sucks. I don't care if you did it in 100 takes.
They spliced it and made it that way on purpose. They knew they wasn't going to be able to pull it off live like that, dude. I mean,
Right. And the way they pulled it off live is better than all the splicing. That's all I'm saying.
No, well, he's
Just
wrong
like
on that.
just like Ladies' Room is better on a live 2, because on the final, Duke, instead it's got, wait for it, the double bass sound. And, they change it up. Hard Luck Woman changes some things up. Sometimes changes in a live song make the studio version much better. And Making Love is the song that could have been had they done it the correct way, which was the Alive 2 way.
And I will
I think you-
reference again. Making Love is a song that absolutely is done live, absolutely spectacular. Why can they do a song like that absolutely to perfection live? And they can't, never mind. I'm not getting on that rant, but anyway.
Did I match up with somebody?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
No,
No.
wait a minute. Lois, what'd you have at
Wait a
number
minute.
9?
This is your number? Yeah, Making Love is my number 9.
All right.
Okay.
Both incorrect.
Oh, so you're the bastard putting that sign up.
I didn't.
It's not
put
me.
anything.
No, it's Rob.
Scott.
Not me. I got no control over that stuff.
I thought you did the way
It's
you said
all
the
Rob.
pictures.
What did it say?
Incorrect.
Like I said, you've not heard the perfected version of Making Love until you listen to my version, and you have to listen to it carefully. Stop putting my beautiful face up there. They don't need to see that. They should just know just to go to my channel and just type up my name, Making Love, and you'll see it. It is the most awesome. I structured that song to be mass perfection. You really got to listen to it carefully to know the big difference. But number 8 is a song that I used to have up in my top 3 or 4, swirling around with other songs. But because I love the live version that's on my Kiss Alive 2 of the song, it's so much better there because it's got a lot more balls, is Take Me. Great song still, terrific. What am I supposed to do? Match up your list like Tommy, every song for song?
Now you're getting it.
Oh.
All right. So number 8 was what?
Take Me.
Take Me. Okay.
And I hate to do it. I really hate to do it. Ring the bell.
You fuckers.
You know I prefer it when I can say Louis wrong, but number 8 for me is Take Me. Once again, a song I really like. I can't pick any faults with it. Just has to fall somewhere.
Agreed.
And Making Love is way too high. You look good as an old man too, Rob, by the way.
Yep.
We'll
still be doing this when you're that age, you
brothers
reckon?
In 40 years, or at least 20 years.
Exactly. Imagine the old man rants then.
Yeah. Rob, his blood pressure must have went up, or he must have had some kind of. Yeah, he used to really get into some fits on here. But anyway,
It's old. It's old news already. I think we've talked about Making Love 100 times already. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about that in specifically. I'm talking about other subjects and stuff in the past that would come up. It wouldn't even have to be about an album or something, But anyway, I can't remember. Me too. I'm the same way.
I've mellowed in my old age.
Yeah. Number 8. I love the song more this time than I have in the past. I don't know why, because I think it was down at the bottom for a long time, and I just ignored it, I guess, like a lot of songs. But it's hard to ignore any song on this album. It's See You in Your Dreams, and it's fucking fantastic, man. It's a great song. Gene sings it absolutely spectacular on here. The lead, Ace's leads, when he plays them on this album, are absolute fire. 3 songs, 4 songs maybe on here that don't even have a lead?
Well, that's what happens when you're too busy playing poker instead of showing up to the studio.
Wait a minute. You talk about See You Dream instrumental break? There's a solo in there.
No. I said that is a fantastic lead.
Oh,
okay. I said when he does play lead on this album, it's absolutely fire.
Oh yeah.
And this is the only album that Ace does not have a credit on too, I think.
Yeah, he didn't write anything.
And
that's why the album's so good.
Oh, it would have really. Yeah. Well, I guess I can't argue with that, can I?
Same with Destroyer.
No.
No, he's got a credit on Destroyer.
Yeah, for a solo probably, but not for a song.
He wrote
Itself.
Flaming Youth by himself.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Sorry, Ace.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just fucking with you. But anyway, See You in Your Dreams. He's just on there. He's about 5 names on that song, bro. Number 8, absolutely great song. Overlooked like a lot of their stuff, in my opinion. So, yeah, they could play this whole album in concert and it would be probably my favorite show. All right, Rob.
All right. Number 8. The best part about this song is Ace and those amazing, almost laughing guitar tracks that he has about mid-song all the way out to the end on Baby Driver. That is, I love Peter's voice. Don't get me wrong. Everybody knows I love Peter Criss. This is not, to me, a great Peter Criss song. It's kind of just stale until Ace starts doing those ding, 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 ding. I mean, that makes the whole song just transform into something much better. So it goes to number 8 just because, to me, other than Ace, there's not much going on this for me.
Wow.
Write that on a fucking calendar, people. Ace Frehley saved the song.
Dang. Hey, if things go well and Ace don't have a heart attack or get sick or die or anything like that, I'll be seeing him next Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who else is on that bill?
That's just him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll get to hear a full
What?
set of Kiss songs that he didn't write. Good. Okay.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Don't expect him to play Ace Frehley songs because it just doesn't happen.
Only about 200 people, too, dude.
Well, that's good for him.
Small. Yeah, I know. That's what I told Rick.
If it actually sold 200, that's good. I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, that's.
Oh, shut up. But anyway, that's how big the place is.
People tend to act like that if Ace steps back into the Kiss fold at any time, automatically they'll be selling out Tiger Stadium again. It had absolutely nothing to do with Ace or Peter or Paul or Gene. It had everything to do with the makeup coming back after 13, 14 years. That's why those concerts sold out.
No, those concerts sold out because it was all 4 original members in makeup.
If you say so.
Yes.
Don't they still sell out with the other 2 in makeup as well?
Yes,
not,
they did.
Not that show, he wouldn't have. They would probably got egged to death. But anyway, yeah. Lois.
Mm. All right, this song is another one on my Alive 2, which is the best version. But it's good here, too. I love the song. I mean, like, if you listen to the chorus, you can throw up making up your own words just to have fun. You're like, green creatures in the baby's room, peach pizzas in the ladies' room, ladies' room. I love that. I like that. That sounds groovy. Song's got a good, nice, cool groove to it. Doggy Boy. See, I'm noticing you prick. So number 7, Ladies' Room. I like it a lot, and there you go.
Watch it, Louis doesn't give the dog a bone, mate.
No, who will not give that dog a bone?
Bone to bone.
Number 7, we up to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 7 for me was probably one of my favorite songs when I got the album.
No, whoa.
And this, whoa.
Yes. Continue.
As I was saying, it was probably one of my favorite songs when I got the album. I think probably just Overplay has dropped it down a bit, but Calling Dr. Love is my number 7. Can't say anything about it. What?
Oh, look at there. Pow sporting the Kiss shirt. What a smart girl. Until she put the Muse on.
Who?
Just thought I'd share that.
That's the warning.
Oh, okay. Man, they was kiddos in, wasn't they?
They were
Yep.
kiddos even younger than that when they were playing. I found a new Warning video called what the hell is it called? Well, anyway, it's got them like playing. It looks like in front of a school building on a patio. Rock and Roll Carnival, I think they called it. The name of the video. You know, but anyway, it's not my turn yet, so
Boot to the head.
I didn't deserve that.
What did you say, Dave?
Calling Dr. Love.
Calling Dr. Love. Okay. Number 7 for me.
Is it 7 Up?
Not this time.
Okay.
It's going to be 5 and up on this one now. Used to, this whole album was on my playlist, but there's 5 on it this time. So good call though. Good call. A song I've always loved, and I don't understand why there's not a solo in it. It don't have to be a shredding solo, and just something casual. Don't understand that on this album. Didn't pay attention to it then because I didn't know. But Ladies' Room, and I used to think forever that it said meet Mitchell in the ladies' room. I never knew who the hell Mitchell was. But
Why is he in the ladies'
they were
room?
meeting him in the damn ladies' room.
Bell.
So I love the song. I love Gene's voice. I love the way Peter takes off on the drums. Every time it's the same. I mean, Gene sings excellent on this album, man. Fucking excellent. But it still feels like some of the songs aren't finished to perfection, man. Like I said, they rushed this one just like they did Dress to Kill. For whatever reason, panic mode. So, Ladies' Room, number 7.
It's rock and roll, Scott. It's not meant to be perfect.
Yeah, I know, but man, you got to come up with a little solo or something.
Rob, you're slipping.
What?
No bell.
No, yeah, me and Scott both picked Ladies' Room for 7.
Oh. Then okay, good. All right.
Rob's asleep at the wheel tonight. I think he's in a video.
It's fucking 95 fucking degrees still in North Dakota, and my little studio's in the garage, so I'm fucking not feeling the greatest here.
95, shit. It's
Wait a
only
minute. Whoa.
I'm in the 60s here. How could you be so hot up there?
That's North Dakota. That's North Dakota. 2 days ago, we were in the 60s.
You said 95 in North Dakota right now?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, it's a great misconception about the Dakotas that we're some fucking frozen tundra. That's true from about November to February. The summer's here in the high fucking 90s, sometimes 100s, humid as a motherfucker, and it's starting early.
Well, look, I'm not going to complain. We ain't even got close to that yet in North Carolina.
Monday, Tuesday, 96, 95, then 75 Wednesday. So North Dakota has massive fluctuations in temperatures. And then on Thursday, we'll be back down to 54.
We don't get 90. We don't get 90s until July.
Yeah, well.
It's only mid-70s here now.
Come down here. You can
go hotter than
have
fucking Australia. All right, whose turn is it?
It is you.
Me?
You're number 7.
7. Okay. Number 7, we got a song that I've always been on the fence with. Some days I enjoy it, some days I skip it. Calling Dr. Love. I always preferred, at the time in this era, there was always the 2 Gene songs you'd hear on the radio was Dr. Love and Christine 16, at least around here. I always preferred Christine 16 versus Dr. Love, but I like them both. But I like them both just as average Kiss songs, nothing special, nothing terrible. So it just depends on my mood. Still a good song. Great Gene Demon-esque voice on this. But number 7.
Okay. Got something to say before I go? All right. So this is where you're going to hit the incorrect's going to stum up and the sacrilegious of how I could put that song in this position, but I have a stronger feeling about other stuff. It is a great classic and everything else, but for this time, number 6 fell to "I Want You."
What?
I knew I was going to
Rob, Rob, remove him from the podcast.
That's it. It's over.
Send him to El Salvador.
To the stocks with you, brother.
Sorry.
Oh,
Too bad.
man. Do you have
was
any
almost it.
logic to back this up, or are you're done?
Yeah, the other 5 songs I like better. That's my logic.
Okay, well, that's fair
Sound
enough.
like
That's
You
fair.
sound like a Democrat.
He didn't
Yeah.
have a complaint on it. He just likes 5 or 4 or 5 better. That's I can accept.
Yeah, I said it'd be. I know it's going to be seen sacrilegious to place it here, because it is a terrific song. But like I said, this go around, the songs hit me differently. And I was kind of like, wow, I never would have thought this would have been the list of 10 to 1, or 1 down to 10, whatever way you want to call it. But yeah, I Want You just happened to fall that way. I think if I listen to this album next week, I'd rearrange my list again.
Oh, you won't be on the podcast next week, so don't worry about it. Bring back
You
Tom.
guys give yourself away too much. You're supposed to keep it a
Bring back
mystery.
Tom.
So go ahead with your number 6 there, Dave.
I didn't say it was my number 1, but it can't be number 6. Jeez. Number 6 for me is the second best Peter Criss song on the album, Baby Driver. Once again, always love this song. Love the way Peter sings it. Can't fault it. But, unlike some, there are much better songs on here.
Okay, ring the bell. Baby Driver, number 6, man.
And God, I thought he was ringing the bell with Louis for a second.
Oh, I saw his face when I said the song.
Oh, hell no. But anyway, Baby Driver is it is a damn good song. I have been on the fence at points and times with this song in my life, but it is a good damn song. I think Peter Criss probably uses his most powerful voice on this song than he has in any song he's ever sung. I'm not kidding. It sounds like he's literally high octane all the way through this damn song. And those screams, man, spectacular. I love Ace's work. I love, Peter's drumming on this album, which he don't get much credit for. Great, but this would have really been a good song with a kick-ass lead in it right here. This would have been a good freaking shredding lead for this song. But Ace was high or something. Who the hell knows? But anyway, Baby Driver is fantastic. It's just perfect to me without the solo, that is. Rob.
All right. I think Peter never really got the credit he deserved as a drummer because he didn't have a double bass. If he had a double bass, he'd have been looked at as a much better drummer. Right? Love him, leave him. My number 6. Like the song, love the video. There is just 5 more songs that I like better. Yeah, I love that. Gene is so animated in that video. Back to you, Louis.
Okay, we're at number 5. I mentioned the song earlier, but like I said, it's a hard driving song. Not a ballad in my opinion, just a very heavy, strummy folksy song, Hard Luck Woman. But I also want to say, I do remember reading that when they recorded the Rock and Roll Over album, they did it in some sort of theater or something, and Peter's drumming wasn't making the right sound, so they had to put him down in the hallway somewhere in a room, and he had a video feed when to start drumming. Don't make that face.
Bathroom.
No, I think it's a bathroom. I think that would make too much of a weird acoustic.
No, that's where they put him.
They put him
That's
in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. They put him in the bathroom so they could get the sound the right way when they mixed everything together. Like I said, I like the song a lot, especially when you crank it loud. And I personally, and I'm sure other people agree with me, it is the best version. I like it better than Double Platinum because that slow little soft thing, just and he's singing and there's no instrumentation. I prefer this version. Hit straight to the song, sung well. He sings it best, better than the live too, better than any other version. Like I say, Paul does when he does a song, he hits the high notes, and that really bothers me. Perfected song, Hard Luck Woman on this album, and I'm done with my rant.
Dave.
Dave, you're muted.
Dave.
I can't do that again now. Fuck.
Dave. Dave.
Scotty.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, Dave's not here, man.
Hey, Dave, for real.
Number 5 for me.
Did you see my Facebook thing? I went dirt tracking last night.
Yeah, I did.
Took the kids to see some dirt racing. It was freaking awesome. They put on a hell of a show. But anyway, your turn.
I didn't get my NASCAR reminder.
It was Kansas, bro. Fucking bore fest. You didn't want it today.
Okay. Where were we?
Number 5. This
was the first video clip I ever saw of Kiss when I was young. And I liked this song so much at the time that I lived my teenage years by it. Love 'em and leave 'em. To me, that was just the way to do it. Use them, toss them, next one, please. Great song. I think Gene had it right. The 2 marriages, I can tell you he had it right.
Damn. 2?
What? Yeah,
you fucked
2
up
failed
twice.
marriages, yeah. Yeah, married and divorced twice.
Damn.
Yeah, once is one thing, but twice, maybe it's you.
Yeah.
No, that's what I looked into that. It's not. It's like the
Hey.
morning said. It's not me,
it's you. Love
We
him and
just-
leave him for Dave.
We just screw up sometimes, don't we, Dave? But anyway.
A few times.
Damn, Dave. Love them, leave them. Number 5 for me, too. Ring the bell. This thing right here is fantastic, dude. I've always liked the song. When I first seen the video, it was later on. I didn't see this video until they came out with Kiss Extreme Close Up. It's the first time I've seen this video. And all their videos.
Me too. Other than the MTV released ones, all the ones from the 70s, I didn't even know were videos until that DVD.
Exactly.
Or, let me correct myself, at that VHS, because that's why I had it on originally.
Yeah, I've got it on both now. But anyway, love them, leave them, man. When you watch the video, you actually realize how hard they rock on that song and how great Gene. I mean, he's like you think he's pulling the Ozzy, man. He's jumping up and down and just freaking everywhere, bro, on that video. Ace's lead is awesome. Here we go again, man, on this song. Great, just great. This is a repetition song with a chorus that's fantastic. I think it works perfect with this one. This one's not annoying to me. But yeah, usually this one's down toward the bottom of the pack on this album for me, but not this time, man. It actually had to move up 3 or 4 spots this time when I was listening to it. So yeah, man, I always liked the song, but I really, really liked it this time. Love them, leave them. Number
those early VHS tapes were such an eye-opener for someone my age, because I only ever saw clips of Kiss when I was, elementary school age, 70s, of Paul being high energy, Ace always just playing a flaming smoking guitar, and Gene spitting blood. So you never saw those three or the other two with high energy. And watching just watching some of them live clips of Gene jumping up and down in the mid 70s and stuff with them heels on is completely different than he was even in the 80s. But and impressive with them freaking boots, but whatever.
And let me add this. I loved how Kiss came on to the video. It's kind of like they would come on the stage. You know, Gene's
It was
singing.
disgusting.
So Peter's already in the background, and I love the two cats that's beside his drums. And Gene comes out first because he's, you know, singing the song. And then Paul and Ace kind of come out one at a time behind him. You know, they're coming on stage at a different time. I loved how they done that. Yeah.
All right. Number 6 to me is no, did I do 6 already? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me. Perhaps one of the most disturbing and awkward videos Kiss has ever done in my life that I have seen of one or the other pressing their Johnson up the other one's cheek. And it doesn't reveal until the end of the video that they're playing a double guitar. It just looks ridiculously inappropriate. But a great song by Peter Criss, Hard Luck Woman, with perhaps the most cringeworthy Kiss video ever.
Hey, did you happen to take a look at Ace's eyes in that video?
Was Paul behind him?
Yes.
Okay, so Ace's eyes are probably because it looked like
he is plastered, bro.
okay, so Paul's holding him up.
Anything else?
So Paul's holding him up.
Absolutely got to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I know is it looks horrific, and there's no reason in the world it takes the entire video for the camera to finally pan up to two guys playing guitar. It's just, ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's all about a Peter moment, you know.
Yeah,
Get it?
that's exactly my point.
A Peter moment.
There's a Peter moment going on between those two playing that guitar. At least that's how it looks.
Oh, man.
But great song. Great song.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I matched up with Louie on that one, didn't I?
My favorite costumes. My favorite costumes.
Yes.
I've been in the struggle with the Love Gun and the Destroyer Rock and Roll Over, but Rock and Roll Over and Destroyer are my favorite outfits. I have collectively, all is, you know, everybody together. So, all right.
Yeah, I'm glad Rob mentioned that because I know they do the double neck guitar thing and they're sharing, and one guy's, I just don't remember who's up front, but I saw that on the Don Kirshner rock concert when it was TV taped and then put on. So it was before VHSs were a thing. And the way that they entered was Paul would sing the soft part of I Want You, and they used special effects to have, Ace, Peter, and Gene all pop in with explosions. You would see them. The explosions would happen, and the band members would appear on the stage. They did that because Don Kirshner wanted them on the show on like that stage that he has, but number one, the set wasn't right for them because they couldn't get all that stuff on the stage, and they were busy touring anyway, so they cut the promo videos to send to the Don Kirshner Rock Concert show. That's where that all happened, to be lip sync videos that were live performance. And but this song here, I'm going to tell you something. I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but when I was listening to the song, because I wasn't looking at the titles on the back of the cover, I thought they were saying, love all people, love all people, love all people, yeah, but love them, leave them. And that's my number 4, because the groove of that song really hit me this time to place it as high up as it is. That's all I got.
Thank God that wasn't the fucking words.
I know. I thought they were weird words. I said, why are they singing those weird words? Then when I saw the title, I go, oh, that's what they're saying.
Guilty.
All right, number 4, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So these next 4 songs, I love them all. Thankfully, unlike Louis, I've never been called this, Mr. Speed.
Jeez. It's great.
He's not denying it. Let's be honest. I know, Louis. The quicker you do it, then you can move on to the next one. It's good. It's good. Yeah, this is a great song, sung perfectly by Paul. The last four were really tough to place. Well, except the first one. So this is just where it fell. But another great song.
Yeah,
I do love you, Louis.
I'll get back at you.
I forgot to mention this is the first time at Love 'Em Leave 'Em, with the exception of me having the whole album on the playlist, made the playlist. The rest of these are playlists for me. These were hard to put. These top four were really, really tough. Again, great songs. And here we go with another rant about blasphemy and not playing these songs, man. I mean, yeah, they did play 3 out of these 4, but one of these songs they've totally ignored, I think, their whole career. So I matched up with Dave again, Mr. Speed.
Just copying me now.
Absolutely perfect song, man. If this one had a solo in it, it would be stellar. Just a little one, just a little solo, Ace, anything. I think the lyrics on this song is absolutely fantastic. The verses are sung perfectly by Paul. They play it. It's got a hell of a groove to it, man. And a song that I took to immediately when I first heard this.
I don't mean to interrupt you. Let me just throw this in since you're distracted. It just shows how fucked up Seattle was even back in 1974. I hope the 4 guys that make up the group whose name don't matter are putting money away for the future, because KISS won't last that long. The Seattle Daily Times, May 27th, 1974.
Okay.
So, for all of you out there thinking Seattle's just fucked up in the last decade, no, they've always been absolute idiots.
I wonder if that reporter would stick his hand up and say, yeah, that was me.
I think that guy died like 10 years ago.
I hope it was a very painful death.
And they were still going.
Okay, Scott, what is your number 5? I'm sorry.
Oh, number 4 is Mr. Speed,
4.
man.
4,
And
sorry. 4.
it's a song that I've
Match with me.
always loved.
Okay. Yes, I agree. They should have played out pretty much most of this album, at least interspersing it tour to tour, different songs. That's number 4 to me. See You in Your Dreams is my number 4, and I think I matched up with Dave Lewis on that, right? No, Dave?
No.
Nobody?
No.
I was Love 'Em
That was
Leave
my
'Em.
number 10.
Okay. Yeah, See You in Your Dreams. I love this because of Paul's absence. It's still a good song, but Paul's voice, adding the echoed words in, I've said this before, just makes this song magical for me. So Paul saves Gene and skyrockets one of his songs to number 4.
So let me get this straight. See you in your dream tonight is good, but make it love sucks. Okay, now I got that.
Because you got 2 people exchanging lines. You don't have one person like with Tourette's and stuttering at the same time.
All right. Okay. So, Dave, I miss my days when I was a Mr. Speed guy, but it has nothing to do with how long I took during the time. I was a Mr. Speed guy to how fast I could convince a woman to do something with me within 5 minutes to be going someplace to get something done. So I miss my Mr. Speed
drugs
days.
are a wonderful thing, Louis.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you're the one on it. Okay. So Mr. Speed, number 3. Actually, 3, 2, and 1 are all contenders for number 1 position, but this time around it just fell. Mr. Speed fell to the number 3 spot.
Whoa. Isn't this where you would take the inferior number 4 and put it number 1 because the top 3 were all as equal and you couldn't pick one over the other?
No, my number in 3, 2, and 1 is number 1 for this go round is my definitive choice of number 1. So that's it for that.
Yeah, Louis' logic. Don't try and follow it at home; you'll kill yourself. Number 3 for me is Making Love. Love this song. And if you actually sing this song while making love, that's exactly how you sing the chorus.
Good God.
Dave.
Scotty, great riff, great song. Paul sings it well. Not quite as good as another one, but great song.
Shredding solo, and Peter just beats the rings off the drums in it too. I love it. Number 3.
Well, I was just going to say, Rob, take Mrs. Rob father to bed tonight. Make love, sing the song. Tell me if you sing it the same way.
Yeah.
I don't need video or anything. Just
the song is too long for Rob to do that.
you just have to sing the chorus.
Fuck all of y'all.
Hey, you're the one who says 2 minutes is all you need.
Hey, if it takes longer than 2 minutes, you're doing it wrong. It's all about you, and if she gets hers, that's a bonus.
Oh
That's
my
why the
God.
ladies call him Mr. Speed.
See, he's the Mr. Speed.
I'm getting flipped off camera here, so
How do you hold that marriage together, brother? Oh,
I
shit.
completely lost track of whose turn it is.
It's me.
Scotty?
Okay. Number 3. My favorite Gene song when we done the Gene songs. Calling Dr. Love. The first song I ever heard, I think, by Kiss. I'm pretty sure it is. This was my introduction song to the band. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I think it's a hell of a song. I think they sing, great. Gene sings great in it, man. Ace's solo is fantastic. Peter's drums sound heavier on this song than it does on a lot of the songs on the album. His drum sound changes on this album from song to song. I don't know why.
Maybe he's using steel drums.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, absolutely rocking song, man. Love it. This version here, you can't beat. They can't pull this one off live. Never have been able to. So, what the hell is that?
Oh, just a little homosexual arc humor.
Oh, I can't read it.
Nothing's off limits for Dave. Okay. So you got Dr. Love at number 3, huh?
Yes.
All right. I got Take Me at number 3. Somebody on here was stupid enough to put it way down in the list. I don't remember which one of you.
I had an 8.
My 3 and 2 should have been staples at least through the 70s, at least. And Take Me, just a fantastic song. Not as good as number 1 or 2, obviously, Louis. I don't, put inferior ones above other ones because they're tied. Back to you, Louis.
Okay. Well, somebody mentioned our last video about Destroyer being Peter's shining moment with Beth and all that stuff, and I guess that was his introduction to the world as far as the general, public at large, even though he did stuff on the first 3 albums. But Baby Driver, this was a song I always kind of kept at the bottom, but for the last 4 or 5 years, Baby Driver's been like either the number 1 or number 2 spot or whatever. And I think it's a terrific song. And I noticed something that, Mr. Strobe Light Man. if you got a good sound system, once the song gets started, you can hear like a little bit of a squeaking going on before the song really gets going. And that squeaking, some reason though, it sounds like 2 or 3 notes. Reminds me of that. You know that Revolutionary War thing where you got the one guy with the flag and the other guy with the drum and the other guy with the flute. Like it's going to start playing that song. But it's only 3 little squeaks, and you don't get any more than that. And you know the part with the aces, that's cool too. But the heavy drumming and the heavy chords and all that, I think it's one terrific song. I wish they played that live because that would have probably been a crowd pleaser. But Paul says he didn't like it because it doesn't rhyme, according to him. But number 2, Baby Driver, terrific song. Learned to love it over the years, and that's all I got for that one.
Number 2 for me, I both agree and disagree with Louis because I have a Peter Criss song, but it's not Baby Driver. It's Hard Luck Woman. This is one of the best Kiss ballads, country songs, whatever you want to call it. Sounds good when Garth Brooks does it. Sounds good when Paul Stanley sings it as well. It's just a great song. Number 2, not quite as good as number 1 though, which is the ultimate classic.
Yep. I think 3 of us are going to hit number 1, leaving one of us looking like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Scotty, number 2.
Number 2, not really, kind of a shocker in a way, but one of my favorite Kiss songs of all time. Literally, if not, it's in the top 5 always, top 2 or 3 actually. The lead off track, I Want You, man. Fucking hell, bro.
What?
I mean, how can you deny this song ever? Literally, how can you deny this song live ever? That would be my question right there.
It's played live very often.
Yeah, but nowhere near what it should have been. But anyway, I'm taking y'all for a little ride. It was about Dethroned. Making
I was
Love.
going to say, there's no fucking way. Go ahead.
Making Love is number 2. It was just about number 1, though. I love this song, Making Love. This is the hardest rocking song on Rock and Roll Over, pound for pound. Just a heavy metal Kiss song on Rock and Roll Over, Making Love. This is a high-octane rocker, bro, from start to finish. There is no mellow breakdowns or none of that. This is a rocker, a true rocker, man. Making Love. Almost got number 1, but it just couldn't get over the edge there. But anyway, yeah, man. Number 2, Making Love. Fantastic. Love it.
Right. Number 2 for me is the second of the ones that I think should have been staples for many years, and easily the greatest guitar intro on a Kiss song ever, Mr. Speed. One of the most memorable opening guitar riffs. I don't know if that's Paul or Ace. I don't care. It is just fantastic. A lot of fun to play on the guitar, and the whole song is a fun, upbeat rocker that I have always thought was underrated.
I agree.
Not here. So what track has Louis got wrong at number 1?
No, it's the only one I got right. You 3 guys got wrong because you're falling.
That doesn't make sense.
You're falling to nostalgia instead of what is really cool on the album. The most kick-ass song from the very first chord to the end. Best song on the album, and the other songs are great too. Because you got to pick one to be the best. This is like, I had to pick something else because the other 3. No, when I did that, those other 3 songs on the album had so much of a similar sound. That's why I chose something different. But the song that kicks the most ass on this fucking song is "See You in Your Dreams." Too bad if you placed it low. That song is ripping beginning to end. "See You in Your Dreams" is the most awesome freaking song on the album. If I'm forced to pick what's the one particular song on Rock and Roll Over that you think is that you know best represents the fucking album to kick total ass from beginning to end? It's "See You in Your Dreams." Now you can mention all your wrong.
It was my number 4, so I don't have a problem with you having it higher on the list. But
I love it.
Yeah,
I like it, but come on. There's only one song that could be number 1 on this album, and that is "I Want You."
absolutely.
Absolute classic, stood the test of time, never get sick of hearing it. I don't know what else you can say about this song. This is Kiss.
Yep.
Number 1, "I Want You," and I don't believe it'll ever get dethroned. It is the perfect Kiss song that represents the band, especially at that point in time. Wow. Just the breakdown and the song and the flanger and just heavy metal Kiss too right here, bro. This is a solid representation of what Kiss is, was, and always should have been. "I Want You." It's hard to beat that song, period.
Yeah, that for me anyway, and I could see probably there are a lot of people who pick Kiss songs they like due to nostalgia, as Louis referenced, but not this case, because nostalgia for me is not "I Want You." Nostalgia for me in my youth would have been Detroit Rock City and stuff like that. "I Want You" is just that goddamn good. Whether it's 1978 or 2025, it has aged spectacularly. It fits in. It doesn't sound dated. And this is Paul Stanley personified for the 70s. Everything you want to know about how Kiss sounded in the 70s is on that song.
Agreed. Absolutely.
75% voted for one song. So,
And
so
I think that makes you wrong.
No, it did not make me wrong.
Another song.
It makes me an independent thinker.
So we're Republicans here, and you're the Democrat on the outside. See,
can pull off live.
This coming from someone who doesn't even pay attention to politics. That's how wrong you were, Louis.
That's my ground.
All right, Scott. There we go. Rock and Roll Over, one of the greatest Kiss albums ever. What have you decided, or do you want to throw it to the gentleman above to decide on the next album review?
Okay. Do you want to go? Let's go with you throw those couple my way from somebody that
that was from, let me get it right so I don't screw it up. One of I think our first member of the channel, I announced on the last warning video last night. I believe it is, I don't want to misquote, so give me a second. Yes, it is Brian Steele. He had said a while ago, he had sent me this email a while ago, a couple of perhaps lesser known albums you guys may consider doing in the future: Twisted Sister's "Love Is for Suckers" and Vince Neil's "Exposed." I remember listening to two of these two a lot back in the day. Not sure how they held up. I haven't heard either one in a very long time. So
"Love Is for Suckers" is a good album. Has a lot
this is something we was going to get around to doing both of these eventually. And Vince Neil's one that I had on the radar a while back and just totally forgot about it because y'all were hating on Vince so bad. But yes, I think the Vince Neil "Exposed" is definitely one we need to do because they do a cover of a sweet song on that Exposed album, and he does an absolutely unbelievable job doing it.
I'll be the judge of
And
that.
it's a rocker too, man. I think they might be a ballad-esque type song on there. I hadn't listened to it from front to back in a long time. Yeah, it's a damn good one.
Does that have "You're Invited but Your Friends Can't Come"?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that's the only song I've heard off of that album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was a video or a radio release, one of the two. And I remember looking at, I remember it sounding like Vince Neil, and then I figured Motley Crue had a new album out, and here it was a solo album that I didn't know existed.
That was his first solo album after the departure of Motley Crue, and that was a soundtrack for the movie Encino Man. And he had Steve Stevens. I seen him in a club on this tour down in Charlotte.
He's phenomenal. He is so under talked about, mostly because he never really was in a band. He was always like Billy Idol's player, right? But he is probably still is, just a phenomenal guitarist.
Yeah, wait till you hear some of these licks, bro. Wow. Yeah, great album.
He's going to have to do something really good to do a good version of Set Me Free.
Set Me Free, they do?
Yes.
Well, I'll give him credit for not picking like everybody else seems to pick Action or Ballroom Blitz. So at least they chose something different.
And I did not know. See, I heard that one before I heard Sweet Set Me Free. Whenever y'all give me that album to listen to, that Desolation Boulevard, that's when I was like, well, damn, Vince Neil done this song. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. I think it'll be a good listen. I think Vince Neil or not, I think y'all will like the music on this album. And
I can't speak for the two gentlemen above, but the real hater of everything Motley Crue is Darren. I hate Tommy and Nikki as human beings. I've always liked Motley Crue music. I don't love it. I've never been a huge Motley Crue fan, but I'd be a fucking liar if I didn't say that I can find a handful of songs off of almost every album except Theater of Pain. And I may be wrong about that, because once I heard Smoking in the Boys' Room and Home Sweet Home as the only representations, I didn't even bother buying it because I hated both of them. So maybe there's some good songs on there, and I don't know. So
yeah, I like the album. I just think it was produced shitty. But anyway, man, Vince really, his vocals really come out on this album too, man. This is back when he still had it. Yeah. Yes. The Exposed album, let's definitely do that.
Yeah, and we can jump back and forth, kiss something else, because we've got, like I said, Dave went to all the hassle of making all these lists. I got them. We'll rock those out. It's just, I have no problem with doing all Kiss all the time, but it's kind of, we want to keep this kind of mixed up a little bit.
Yeah, man. And yeah, we don't want to burn everybody out too, man. So yeah, man.
Although Destroyer did get over 500 views. So the last three Kiss videos have done very well.
I've got something that I think needs to be heard. I think because we've gotten this far, and Love Gun is the last studio album before Alive 2, I think we should do Love Gun first and then the Vince Neil after that. Just to end with Love Gun. As end temporarily, then take a break after Love Gun. I think that's how we should do it.
That'll be fine.
Yep, yeah, works for me.
That'll be fine.
And when do you want to do Love Gun?
You know what? Whenever us four can do it, I love you, Darren, but I can't keep guessing on when we're going to do these shows. So, when do you want to do them, guys? It's all up on this panel.
I could do it tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah, I could do it tomorrow, or I could do it 10 minutes from now. That's how well I know that album. But if everybody's good for tomorrow, we can do it tomorro.
Yes.
Good.
And I'll give it a fresh listen just to see if my mind has changed. But if I had to, I could do it on memory.
Yeah. Just looking at that Vince Neil album, I'm looking at Set Me Free, and in the writing credits for that, it's got Andy Scott, who wrote the song, and it's got Saxon.
The band? Really?
And that had nothing to do with writing that song in 1974. That was all Andy Scott. And that's on.
Yeah.
That's on
What the hell
Spotify
were
and
they
Tidal.
thinking?
Are you sure
Yep.
that's supposed to be the Sweet cover and not
Maybe
a
they're
different song?
covering. Maybe they're covering Saxon's cover of Sweet. Did Saxon have that? I don't know what the fuck. Saxon
there
had
are a lot
nothing
of
to do
metal-
with the Sweet. I don't
there are
even
a
think
lot
the
of metal
guys in
bands that
Saxon
cover
were
that song.
fucking out of goddamn high school when Sweet put that
What's
song
the name of
out.
that Vince Neil album?
Exposed.
I'm gonna look something up.
Didn't Metallica do a version of Set Me
put out
Free as
2
well?
solo albums, Exposed, and I think the second one was Carved in Stone. So yeah, Exposed was his first one.
I was meant to point one thing out too, Scotty. That's the first time I've seen you in just a normal shirt.
What?
You're wearing just a normal shirt today.
Oh well, I guess I don't pay
It's
attention to
unusual.
Hey, if I had Scott's body, I'd wear those tank top things all the fucking time.
it.
If you ask
Hey.
him nice, he might let you have it.
It's usually what I come in here on. I usually wear what I've had on most of the day anyway. So whatever I come in here with, that's what I got on. That's most of the time anyway. So
I'm glad he's
I
not a
didn't
crossdresser.
even pay attention to it either. But thanks for noticing.
Yes. Well, you got the shaft with the hair. You got the fucking build to make up for it. So consider yourself lucky.
Hey, I'll take it. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
The only thing I got for
yeah.
Set Me Free Sweet cover is Andrew Scott. I don't
Andy
have no
Scott.
sax.
And Andy Scott.
Well, it's written as Andrew. Yeah, I don't see anything with Saxon on this at all.
No, but if you look at
No.
Spotify and Tidal, both got Saxon in the
Well,
credits.
I wonder if Saxon covered it.
Yeah.
That
No,
would
it
be
doesn't
the
get
only.
writing credits, does it?
No, and that would unless they change something. I haven't heard this Vince Neil cover. If there's some part of the song that's
Well,
different,
Is it different?
Nah.
But there is a version of Saxon on YouTube, Set Me Free. So I don't know if it's the same song or a different song.
It's heavier though.
maybe Vince combined the two because on Andy
It's the
Scott,
Sweet song.
it is the whole way through.
I'm just listening to it now.
Because if you listen to Andy Scott's from the 2000s, 2020s version of New York Groove, it's a cover of Hello's New York Groove mixed with another song. He intertwines it. And that would explain how you get mixed writing credits if Saxon changed something that Vince Neil copied that wasn't originally in the Sweet song.
Oh, okay.
My brain hurts just thinking about it. I'll let you know when I hear the fucking song if it's identical to Sweet or not.
Yeah, you would know better, but I think it
Even the
is.
Saxon one sounds the same. Just, too many
Well, then
guitars
maybe
doing
it's
it.
just a case of social media or whatever these fucking companies are not knowing their head from their ass.
Exactly. It's got to be a fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you can't just put a band on a song that they had nothing to do with writing.
I don't think Saxon was even out in the fucking 70s, let alone early 70s. So there's no fucking way they got writing credits for real.
Late 70s, maybe,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
early 70s. And I don't
Okay.
even know about them.
I just listened to both. I listened to Saxon's version just real quick and Vince Neil's version. They start out similar, but they almost sound like you're going to hear the same song. But the Vince Neil has more lead work going on, and you can tell the vocals are different. But if you listen to both for just 10 seconds on each or 20 seconds on each, you're going to think they're the same exact song, but they are different after that point. So you got to listen to both to know that they are different.
Well, to anybody out there who will watch the next video, that is 100% an Andy Scott written and performed song originally.
Yeah, so
Saxon.
I think it's just a mistake on Spotify that they put Saxon as a writer. That's just wait a minute. But then again, if Saxon did it before Vince, maybe that's why he's giving the credit that way on his album, because I don't know which one came out first between those two.
Oh, I'm sure Saxon was before Vince.
Saxon.
You could hear a similarity And I think that's what the credit goes to for Saxon.
Yeah, but Vince or his producer, whatever, has no business giving writing credits to that song to Saxon. No business.
Well, if Saxon plays it differently, you're kind of like rewriting the song.
That's the only way. That's the only way. Like I said, me and Dave will know immediately if there's something that was added by Saxon and or Vince, because we know these sweet songs. And Lewis, I think you do too. We know these sweet songs at the back of our hand, especially.
Well, I don't know sweet songs that well, but like I said, I just took a listen. They both start off the same. You think they're going to be the same exact song, but then Vince's version has more lead guitar stuff going on before, and then the vocals are definitely.
But what I want to do is compare both versions to the original and see where, if Saxon did add, say, a completely different nuance to the song, and then Vince Neil copied that version, that would make sense why Saxon got, but they still shouldn't technically get writing credits unless they included like an entire new verse that Sweet didn't have.
So in the Saxon version on Spotify, the only writing credit on their version is Andy Scott.
Okay.
So they don't put their own writing credit for their own songs. So.
We're coming back tomorrow, folks, with Love Gun. Da, 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 da.
Louis has spoken.
The last of the
out?
I'm a hooligan.
Are we out, Scott?
Okay, everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see y'all tomorrow with Love God.